Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I finally decided to pull the trigger and off myself. No, I'm just kidding. Pull the trigger and actually buy this Cyborg Superman, but it's just not any Cyborg Superman. It is Target exclusive gold label, Revenge of the Green Lanterns. And I just have to say, man, this here. Okay, so listen up because I'm gonna do a little rant. I don't understand why McFarlane just doesn't. Why? See, McFarlane is losing money. This is the reason why he's losing money. He's losing this license is because he puts out figures like these that we want as collectors, right? And then he makes them few and far between. And then he mass produces figures like these, which is not a bad figure, but let's be honest, nobody's really chasing after this figure. You can find this guy, and he's very attainable. This guy is so freaking hard to get. He was a Target exclusive. Obviously, you're not going to find him at Target. He's already gone. So I had to buy this off the secondary market, and then ends up in the hands of scalpers, and then you end up paying more for this guy, and McFarlane ends up losing money. Why not just mass produce this figure, being that this is what everybody wants? They want the blue Cyborg Superman, the red Cyborg Superman, but he makes the figures that we want hard to get. It just doesn't make any sense. Like McFarlane, you're losing so much money, man, because there are collectors like myself that want, these figures, and yet you're just throwing it away, man. You're throwing money away. You're flushing money down the toilet. You're essentially giving money to scalpers, because that's what I end up doing. Is I end up paying a little bit more than I wanted to for a $24 action figure, $30 action figure, depending. I guess this is a $24 action figure. It's a gold label, but then again, I have no idea. I'll just say I paid double for this guy. Really didn't want to, but I really wanted a Cyborg Superman. And I was this close to getting the blue Superman, but this one is more rare. And I do like the coloring a little bit better. I do like the red and black a whole lot better. So we'll take out the card. And once again, like this shit, like tell me once again, McFarlane, why is this a gold label when comes with nothing but a card, stand, and then two interchangeable hands? Somebody explain this to me. Why is this a gold label other than it's a Target exclusive, a figure that's so damn freaking hard to find? Okay, so we'll leave the stand in there. Here's the card. Let me know, guys. Do you agree with me? Like, really, bro? Really, McFarlane, if he's watching. If I doubt it. Anyways, here's a little long read up. I'm not even going to go through this, bro. If you guys want to if you guys want to know about the adventures of Superman, is this even the right one? I don't freaking know. But anyways, here's a little read up. Pause it if you're interested in reading it. There is this right here. I don't know. I feel like I've seen other collectors like paint some parts that weren't painted. Once again, this is McFarlane. What do we expect? You know what I mean? Oh, okay, so let's take them out of the package. And yeah, this is one of the main reasons why I haven't been collecting a lot of McFarlane figures, and I've cut back, is because not only because of this shit, but the lack of paint apps are just, yeah, man. You guys been watching my channel for a while. You guys know how much I've complained about the lack of paint apps. But anyways, we're gonna cut this guy out of the package. Let's see, I know he got this thing right here. At least they gave us a cloth cape, right? I think, is McFarlane done with the rubber capes? It doesn't matter anyways, because the license is going to Mattel anyways, and are we even going to buy Mattel shit? I don't even know, bro. Are they going to continue the 7-inch line, or are they going to go back to 6-inch again, which I wasn't a fan of Mattel when they had the license, bro. Matter of fact, I'm not a fan. Well, okay, I'm more of a fan of McFarlane having the license than Mattel, but then again, give somebody like Jada Toys, which I'm not really a big collector of Jada Toys, but they seem to be doing fantastic things. Give the license to somebody like Jada, and then see what they can do. And he's greasy. Why is Superman greasy? And this is what I mean. So, I like that hole right there. That's cool. I got sidetracked. Oh, I'm like a dog. Whoa, squirrel. Yeah, I've seen people paint this part right here. I think this was supposed to be metallic, right? Um, I do like that hole. I don't remember seeing that. Is that? Do you guys have the blue Superman? Does he have the hole in the leg right there? I kind of like that. That's a really really cool look, especially for this guy. You can get away with not having a hole, or well, having a hole in his leg. It's better than having a hole in his head, as my mom would say. It's like, what's wrong with you? Got a hole in your head? Yeah, most likely. Anyways, let's take a look at Superman right here. And yeah, I do like the face. Listen, anything robotic, you guys know I love anything robotic, especially when it's like Terminator based, which is really dope. I wish there were more mechanical parts on him, but yeah, he does look great. The silver does look great. I went from bashing Mcfarlane to now praising him. I'm like your favorite ex-girlfriend. Okay, so here is the neck. The face is done nicely. The head is done nicely. I love that Terminator look, man. I'm so glad they did that. The silver is done really, really nicely. The torso arm is done nicely. Finally put some detail. Well, the detail has never really been the problem for Mcfarlane, right? It's just been the paint apps. I like that. I don't know why his cyber parts are going into his underwear. There's his torso right there. I do like the torso. It looks really great. I don't. This is another thing. I don't like how even this is between the abdomens. Abdomens. I think he only has one. Well, maybe he has two. Here's the human part, and here's the cyborg part. So maybe I was right when I said abdomens, but I don't think there is such a word. But anyways, so he can kick out this far. His legs seem a little loose. Let's see. The ugly knee joints don't really bother me. I mean, he can kind of get away with it with the cyborg parts right here. That looks really good. The legs, the cybernetic parts look really great. Man, I cannot speak today. See, ankle movement, and then he has the toe articulation. That's really good, man. I like that a lot. The face is done really nice. I have to admit, it's a good looking cyborg Superman. I take back everything I just said. No, not really. So lift up the cape. There's the back right there. Done so nicely, man. There's the back of the leg. That looks great. Yeah, the cybernetic parts look great. Man, I cannot speak. So he does have a cloth cape, which is really nice. It does have some wire in the cape right there. I like the black cape. I'm so glad I didn't pick up the other Superman because I just wanted something completely different. And yeah, I do like this red and black Superman. The face, yeah, it's not too bad. It's nicely done over the exoskeleton. And I love the red eye matching with the red suit. That's really, really dope. I like that a lot. Let's see, double jointedness in his arms. Swivel in the waist. That's not bad. Torso, pretty much non-existent. What's the point of a torso swivel? Not really no bend in it. Let's see. He can look down pretty far, but it's not because of the abdomen crunch or the waist crunch. Yeah, very, very nice. And he does come with a couple interchangeable hands. We'll leave that in there. Who gives a shit, right? He's got a pointy finger, and then he's got a fist, which I'll probably just leave this on here. So what's the point? You know what I mean? I do wish they would have colored his ball joint right here. Made that silver. That looks stupid with the gray. Some parts here and there with the gray. That's kind of dumb. Why not just do all silver? Like you see the gray parts in there. The gray part right there for the hinges, for the pegs hinges. Anyways, let's do a quick. You know what? Let's do some comparisons. And oh, you know what? Let's do a measurement real quick. Measurement, and then we'll do some comparisons, and then I'll let you know how I feel about them. So, At least I'm not as disappointed as I'm usually am with McFarlane figures. So let's make Cyborg Superman stand up, and he can't really stand. Yeah, he doesn't stand all that great. So measurement real quick, if you guys are wondering, and then we'll do some comparisons. So Cyborg Superman stands at 7 1/4 tall. That's between 7 inches and 7.5 inches, more closely to 7 inches, pretty much. So you guys saw me do the comparison with the $1 million Batman, the 1 million Batman. I feel like he should be a little bit bigger. You know what I mean? Compared to this guy. This guy is freaking huge. Here's another red and black figure. I was gonna say superhero, but not really. Here's the I already forgot his name. Something Spawn, Ravage Spawn, Radiant Spawn. Red and black, and he has the cape as well. A Superman. Here we go. A Superman. This is, I don't know which one this one is. I've lost track, but anyways. There he is with regular Superman with the cloth cape. This was like a re-release and pretty much used the same body. I don't know why he's so dusty. He is smaller than the red variants. Let's see. One of the last figs I reviewed of a Shredder. NECA Shredder. I feel like NECA would do a great job with DC, but then again, are they going to be able to produce like mass figures of characters that nobody gives a shit about? You know what I mean? So, but I guess if there's one company that can do it, it's NECA. But then again, would you want to pay, $35 for, I don't know, give me a character that's not well known. I don't know. So whoever, unknown DC character. I don't think they could keep up with demand. Here's another, you know what I mean? Like McFarlane can pop these mothers out same way because DC has so many characters. And same thing with Marvel. They can just pop this shit out nonstop on the assembly line. NECA, they put a little bit more care and effort into it. And like I said, are you going to pay, let's say $35 for Deadman? DC Deadman, probably not. And they would probably be sitting on the shelf, and they'd probably be hard to obtain as well too if you're a DC collector. I think DC and Marvel are mass produced, a lot of characters, so they need to be put out. You know what I mean? Here he is with the Goddess. They need to be put out quickly. That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to think of the word, but I guess quickly was it. Okay, so let me give you my thoughts, guys. I really like this Superman. Yeah, if I do come across the blue variant, I might pick him up, but I'm pretty satisfied with just having a Cyborg Superman and a different one and a hard one to find at that. So let me give you my rating. Overall, I don't really find anything difficult, anything wrong with this one. I actually I do wish he was a little bit bigger. The body looks great. Articulation is whatever. It's McFarlane, so I don't expect a lot. The detail is really good. I do like this part right here. I feel like maybe a more ripped, torn look probably would have benefited as well. Just especially at the abdomen part, I think that looks kind of dumb and cheesy. You know what I mean? Overall, I'm glad what they did here, but it still looks stupid. So overall, I'm going to give this, just based on, man, I feel like I kind of want to give it a 9, but I'm going to give it like an 8.9 out of 10. It's pretty, I don't want to say flawless because of all the things I just mentioned, the paint apps, the coloring in his wrist joints and other parts on his body. Other than that, I think actually is a really, really good figure. You know what? I'll give it a 9. I'll be generous. I tore down McFarlane, and now I'm going to compliment him on a really good figure. So there's that. Oh, did you want to see him with other DC figures? Why not? I got him back here. Here he is with armored Batman. Right there. And then Sergeant Rock. Of course, Sergeant Rock is getting a movie. Right there. I don't know why. DC's going down that route. It's like they're struggling already. Why are you going to give a movie to a character that nobody really knows anything about? And then here's the grid, my custom grid, if you guys give a damn. If you guys sat through all of this, I just want to say thank you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Did you pick it up? Do you not give a shit about DC McFarlane figures anymore? What is your take on Superman? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. It's definitely a 9 out of 10. I mean, simply because I can't really find too many flaws with this guy. He's a hard figure to find. And McFarlane actually did a good job. I compliment when it's a good figure. All right, guys, if you tuned in, I just want to say thank you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next review.